Okay, there we go. Live now on both YouTube and Twitch. Because why not? I'm gonna still try to stream on both platforms. Cause, well, I'll be honest. I don't mind Twitch. It's a great place, and I'll continue to stream there a lot more. But I don't want to forget about my YouTube audience, especially when I might post a replay. It may not always get watched, and it's understandable. Everybody's got their own obligations during the week. So I thought, well, maybe I'll still try to make time to stream on YouTube as well. So if you're someone who doesn't really care about going to Twitch, then I guess you can still watch me on YouTube. If you don't care for going to YouTube, you can still watch me on Twitch. Or watch me on both, why not? Doesn't really bug me. We got the gaming heel saying hello there. Yep, good to see you. Sorry I didn't really catch your stream earlier. I did watch little bits of it, but I also was out doing stuff like going out to eat at Cracker Barrel and getting some grocery shopping done. And oh boy, I've got a lot to open here. You guys already saw in the thumbnail just what I have. Found these at Family Dollar. Some perfect order packs. I thought Cracker Barrel was the only place I was going to find pulling cards at, but I guess, nope. For once, I got lucky. That's okay. I was planning to follow up on that stream, though. I'm feasting right now. Oh, what you feasting on right now? Alright, cool. If you do decide to go on later, maybe I'll check you out, because I'm also thinking about coming back later myself and trying to do a gaming stream as well. Because I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, out of all honesty. Because, well, if you guys saw in the title, it is the stream before my birthday. So I will probably be busy celebrating my birthday tomorrow, depending on what I do. Whether it's going out with friends or whatever else I'm going to do. Maybe some more shopping, who knows. Rice with liver. Honestly, I've never had liver before, so I don't know. I always think back to that episode of Doug with liver and onions and how Doug was so scared to try liver because Patty made a joke about it, and they ended up having hot dogs or honker dogs as they were called. And he was all messed up because he had to hypnotize himself to get himself ready to eat the liver and onions. Like, man, I don't know. I'm willing to try almost anything. Part of me kind of, I don't know. But hey, each their own, man. If you enjoy it, cool. I'm sure it's another piece of the animal you're eating, so it's not a big deal. But alright, yeah, so as I said before, I'll be opening up some packs. Found these first over at Cracker Barrel. I went to Cracker Barrel first and got some of the perfect order packs. They had these 3 left in stock. I was like, you know what, might as well take them. And along with that, another box of the Mosaic Panini footballs. So, open up a few more of these. We just had the NFL draft last week. My Ravens, well, hoping they picked up some good players. I don't always keep up with college players anymore. I just hope it's players that'll help turn the team around, especially with the quarterback they drafted. Hoping he'll be a nice backup for Lamar Jackson. So yeah, that's all I can really say about the NFL right now. And the football season isn't for another 5 months now. Well, 4 months because it's about to be May as of this Friday, or pretty soon for my pal Joshua because he's on the other side of the world. So it already is April 3rd where he is. So my birthday's already happened on the other side of the world. I'm just not there to celebrate yet. Alright, along with that, picked up more of the third-party gaming packs because I'm a gambler, and these also are interesting for what they are. Let's just open a few more of these. I just tell you one thing, I want everyone those how to play guides that this company made, because those are a ripoff. Those are not even worth buying. At least these at $5 a piece are no different than buying a standard booster pack. Sure, the booster pack I'm still at least guaranteed to get an illustration rare or a regular EX or a gold, even though now golds are hard to pull. But hey, it's better than only being guaranteed a holographic that's not worth much. But for me, it's more the chance of pulling Japanese cards or even Chinese and Korean cards. And I've already taken a peek at some of the cards I'm going to get in these because, they don't do a good job of spoiling what the last card is. And maybe the chance for getting vintage cards. Oh, that'd be cool if I pulled some from, Wizard Coast days again. Alright, alongside that, got some knockout collection boxes. These have always been pretty decent. Once again, picked up one of each of these. The Sweet Coon and the Kyogre. I already know that from my past experience, it's Surgeon Sparks and Twilight Masquerade. Which I don't mind. There's still cards in those sets I need. I mean, there's not a single set I've got complete, so Anytime I can find some cards I need, I'll take it. These right here, after the last time I opened these, the 3-pack, well, it's the 2-pack with 3 cards. Obviously, in Vileplume with Phantasmal Flames and Mega Evolution. I'm gonna give these one more chance because if these don't give me at least something better than a holographic, just a regular EX is fine. Or a full art. It doesn't have to be an illustration or a special illustration rare. And I'm not gonna hold my breath. It's gonna be any one of the gold cards. Like Gold Charizard? Not even gonna consider think about getting it. I would love it. Probably have a better chance of getting it now than Misty Psyduck, which right now I don't know when I'm gonna get that card because I haven't been able to find more Destined Rivals. I'll have to probably just buy the card online because at this point, Destined Rivals is way too expensive. $600 for a booster box of Destined Rivals. Maybe for paying for? I'm just not gonna buy anything else if I do. Even then, it's like I'm ready for the hobby to finally go back to normal. If it goes back to normal. But hey, at least today, to have both Cracker Barrel and Family Dollar actually have stuff means people are starting to kind of settle down a little in my area. And maybe because Perfect Order is not that popular of a set. But hey, I got lucky in the last year. If you guys went back, you guys watched it when I pulled, well, yeah, two Mega Star Armies. Of course, wasn't the special illustration rare, but hey, at this point, I'll take what I can get. One was a full art, one was a regular EX. So either way, that's fine by me. And then, you know what? It's not trade card related, but it still relates to anime, and make sure I find all the bags in here. Oh yeah, candy. Love my candy. Peanut butter smoothie cup. Yeah, peanut cup. Yeah, that's not important. But what is some more Dragon Ball Z bag clips? And I think I can tell what the mystery ones are. For me, I definitely want to pull one of my favorites. A certain blue-haired female that's always one of my favorites from the beginning. Bulma. I would definitely love to pull her in this. Wouldn't mind pulling the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And if you look at the back, yeah, that's definitely not Shenron, and that's definitely not Dragon Ball next to him. Yeah, not nice try. Unless you're just getting into this, you're not gonna know. You'll know if you watch Dragon Ball Z long enough. Or Dragon Ball Super, all that. So I'll be opening these up here in the stream as well. So I'll get to those here in a little bit. Also, let me find my drink. Sipping a dirty Mountain Dew. For those who don't know what dirty means, it means it's got vanilla in it. If you haven't heard the dirty drink trend. I've already tried it. It's interesting. I don't know if I would do the zero sugar version, though, because one of my co-workers, he bought the zero sugar one. And of course, why would you drink zero sugar with cream in it? You're basically putting sugar in there, but you want to drink zero sugar soda. That defeats the purpose. Why don't you just go with the regular if you're going to have cream in it? Because you're just going to put more sugar in your body regardless. Yeah, I'm taking a drink real quick. Like, you can taste the vanilla right away. It's interesting. I would say vanilla Pepsi or vanilla Coke is still better. But it's not bad for what it is. I don't know. It's kind of a weird trend now that's gone viral that everybody wants dirty drinks. I would call it something. Why do you want to call it dirty? Why do you want a dirty drink? I don't understand. I don't understand trends, to be honest. Not all trends. Like, there's some trends I'm like, okay, fine, I get it. Others I'm like, alright. Okay. I'm done being an old man that doesn't understand certain things. As I turn 41 tomorrow. Yeah, that's not really that old. But I definitely am starting to see that generational gap now when I see a lot of the younger, see the 20-somethings out nowadays. I'm like, wow. It's crazy to think I was in my 20s, 20 years ago. Well, more like a decade ago, but over a decade ago, but still. How fast time goes. Like, oh man, to think Pokemon's been around for 30 years. I was still in middle school at that time. Man, where has time gone? Time is a weird construct. Alright. Let me just do something here. Let me switch over to the card cam as always. There's Misty there. Sucks we won't have a chance of pulling Misty Psyduck anytime soon. And I'm really just... Oh, and there we go. Spazzing. My webcam spazzing out. I'm going to have to get another tripod in the future. One that will let me angle my webcam down. I don't know if it's just the cord maybe it does that. I don't know. Maybe another webcam that's not... Oh, there it goes again. That's why I have to try to be careful I don't make too many sudden... Oh my god, really? The minute this thing starts shaking, stop. You stop spazzing, please. Oh my god, this webcam, it irritates me. Hold on, guys. I might. Are you okay? Will you stop spazzing, you stupid webcam? I've even had to move my table away from it so it doesn't do that, but it still spazzes it. You fucking. You stop spazzing so much? Seriously. I make one movement. And don't say oof in the chat. I will say it right now, dude. Don't make it any worse than it is if I see that one comment. I'm gonna say it right now. I do not like that word. Because every time something like that happens, like you post that one comment, I'm like, no, dude, please don't say it. Doesn't it actually? I don't like. I'm gonna say it now. I don't like. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I can understand that. But yeah, my stupid webcam wants to be messed up. Well, it's not even broken. It's just I don't know if it's the cord that hangs off. But also, maybe the fact that I have to use a Type C to A. Come on, you stupid webkit. You're going to ruin my stream, really? God damn it. And right bad enough, I have to always angle. Okay, give me a. Why does that always got to happen? Yeah, no worries. Okay, thank you for understanding. Oh my god, I hate technology. Can we not make stuff? I know, nothing can be perfect. I get that. I understand that. Perfect order. Now, even perfect order is not a perfect set. A lot of people call this set trash. Well, hey, it was good for me. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to pull at least a few hits and a few non-hits, but oh my god, why is this webcam going? I don't want to have to open everything on the face cam. If the face person have a card cam, it might even, I don't know, because for a while I didn't have these problems when I used to use my webcam with my laptop. I'm gonna give this a moment. Hopefully it'll stop spazzing out. Because I have to make sure I don't make sudden movements. Okay, that's why I have to be careful. Right, you piece of crap! You stop that! Will you stop that, please? Guys, you're gonna see me lose my cool if this doesn't stop happening. Nothing's even touching the stupid fucking webcam. I swear to God, Logitech, stop making products that mess up. And this is to every company. I mean, everything. I mean, I get it. Nothing lasts forever, but damn. I want to do a stream, and this stupid thing wants to mess up. Hold on, guys. Give me just a moment. Okay. I had to do that because I was about to yell on the camera, so I needed that. Sometimes if you ever put that on the screen, it's probably because I need to yell on the camera. Alright, it stopped. I had to make an adjustment. I swear to God, I'm gonna have to get her a webcam in the future. Maybe one that's not Type C. To all companies, stop making stuff Type C. It's one thing you do with a phone, but make everything Type A again. Doesn't matter if it's A 1.0 or 3.0. I don't care. Just Type C sucks. Why would you do that? Not every computer has a Type C port. Yes, they make adapters. You go from C to A, but why would you do that? It makes no sense. I mean, maybe new computers today have Type C ports, because my computer is on Windows 10, not on Windows 11. Yeah, Type C is not all that cut out for it. Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm not plugging this in my phone, because what would be the point of that? I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry I make this rant, but I'm being serious. All companies out there, stop changing things. Things were fine the way they were. Every now and then we have to have upgrades. Hell, I even be here now. They want to upgrade our internet from 5G to 6G, and already 5G is dangerous as it is. And there's gonna be a lot of channels that people watch over the air that might have to change where they go, and that's gonna make things a cluster. I'm sorry, but I hate the way our future's going. I'm sorry that my trade card stream kind of changed my rant, but when my webcam wants to act up just because I make one wrong little movement trying to move everything, well, I'm leaving this in. Mistakes are gonna happen. I mean, if something happens with technology, something else on my end, that's fine. It happens. Yep, don't blame me. Yep. I know you've had your problems with Type C stuff. Now, nothing against Logitech. They make great webcams. The webcams are great quality. But they should be Type A, not Type C. That just makes no sense. They just need to stop being cheap with this stuff. It's already bad enough we're getting to a time where we're getting into all these chip shortages with computers. And we see, like, game consoles go up in price because of it. It's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, but this is why I hate the way things are going. I want to have fun with these streams, but it's hard to have fun when my webcam wants to spaz out like that. So once again, we're going to be gentle. I'm going to move everything slow because I was trying to get the packs here. Oh, fucking A, man. Compared to what happened last week, I hope today's stream goes a lot better. Last week's stream, you guys have yet to see a replay of because I had somebody that kept asking me to play on GTA with me and Josho, and I told them no, and I was nice about it, so I don't know you. And then the person goes and messages me. And this is before I fixed my settings on Xbox to where not only friends can message me, because I didn't know that somebody was going to give me, but and the fact that the way they worded stuff didn't really sit well with me. That's why I haven't got around to uploading that replay. Been busy with work anyway, and just don't have always had much time. So I don't know. I want to get around to uploading that replay of my last GTA playthrough with Josho, because he and I were doing a dual stream where he was streaming on his end and I was streaming on mine. And then that happened where I had to kind of take myself off the stream for a bit so I could deal with this person bug me. So it gets to be the point like, man, some of these people that come and watch your streams just take no for an answer if people don't want to play with you. We were doing this more for our followers who like to see our stuff. This wasn't us trying to do a public matchup. So I'm sorry I have to go on that little tangent there, but just I don't know. I try to be thick-skinned when I come on the internet, but sometimes stuff like that really does get on my nerves. When somebody like that, some random person wants to come in and play on our game, we don't even know them. We don't even know if they're an adult. They could be an adult or they could be a child, but they acted very childish by not taking no for an answer. So if that guy's watching, dude, I'm sorry I had to be that way to you, because I think the guy's also following me. But you just gotta understand, if I get to know you and you don't go and bug me and keep asking me, it's like, dude, it's just not right. Don't do that. There's other people you can go ask to play that will play with you right away, because it's just, I don't know. So for those of you watching this stream for trade cards, not expecting me to talk about that, I apologize. But if you're already a regular follower of my channel, you already know what I do besides trading cards. So alright, I'm gonna get into some of these. We'll get the third party stuff out of the way, because I already know what the last card is, and I'm not even gonna really bother with keeping it a secret. Because very interesting to see a Chinese card here. And it's our reverse alt, but I'll say this, I think that these Chinese reverse alts look better than the ones we have in English. This Eevee right here, and I think that's from Evolving Skies, because there's a Rayquaza in there. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Look at those sparkles. It's very reminiscent of the old holographics. So usually that'd be the last card. I'm not gonna, save it for the end, because I was like, screw it. I want to show that. That's a pretty cool looking card. But yeah, I'm gonna go through these pretty quick to see if there's anything that I don't need. So far, I know I have that card. That's just Stevens Beldum from Best of Rivals. But so far, nothing really stands out on these. A lot of Crown Zenith bulk. Sir Sparks, which we'll get to Sir Sparks here soon. A Digging Duo and a Pokemon Catcher. Alright, so far so good. Not having more spaz at the webcam. I had to move the cord a little bit. Oh, hey, Josho. Hey, mate, I'm here. Hurricane got you on VC. Okay, cool. Hey, if you're able to come around, later on and, or whenever, dude, cool. But alright, let me get back into this. Now, I was mentioning earlier why I've yet to put up that replay that you and I did on my end because of what happened with that dude last week, and how I had to kind of take myself off stream. Of course, you were already aware of the dude and the way the guy would not leave me alone. Like, even the point the dude would message me through my Xbox. To the point I was like, nah, that just did not set well with me, and that's why I just haven't even gotten around to editing that stream, because I just haven't had much time this week. But hopefully I'll get to it at some point. I'll just have to edit that out and maybe just edit like anything else I gotta edit to have the best highlights from that GTA stream. So I just bear with me, dude. I'll try to get it up at some point. But like I said, I just gotta go to the part where the guy, could be a kid, could be an adult, wouldn't stop bugging me, wouldn't take no for an answer. Oh, we got a reverse hall Pidgey there. That's from 151. That's cool. And a Jigglypuff from 151. Screw him. We won't need to worry about him anymore. Yeah, definitely. At least I hope he does, because it said the dude followed me on the channel, but I don't know. I just, like, whatever. People can't take no for an answer, then you know what? They're not worth my time. I'll just say it right now. Cool. A Squirtle for 151. And a pair. So that's good. 151 bulk in here. Oh, Daisy's Help. Nice. Oh, Erica's Invitation. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I like to see some more 151 cards in here. Would be nice if I could find 151. That set's been out of print now for 3 years, even though they still release boxes every now and then. Because of course it's a Kanto-based set, so of course all the new people that come to the hobby love the cards from that set. I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, that's not gonna be the only set I'd collect, and I like more than just Kanto. But I'm just trying to look through here for all the 151 cards because I'm trying to collect more of that set since I didn't really buy 151 when it came out. Alright, I'm gonna move off some of these other cards aside that I probably have. I had another pile, I don't know where I put it, but oh well. I see it now. But anyways, yeah, thought I'd come on for a little bit, open up some Pokemon cards, open up some Panini Football, open up some Dragon Ball Z blind bags. I hope I can say that. Apparently, when you put the word blind in your title, or anywhere, I guess Twitch has a problem with that. It's like, how's that offensive to blind people? It's old saying going in blindly. That's not to offend blind people. Like, I don't understand Twitch with that. So I had to watch what I put on my thing. And I don't know if that has more to do with people that are monetized or not, but geez, there's worse things you can say than that. I mean, but also, boy, already off to a weird start with the stream. My webcam was spazzing out that I even had to take myself off from it so I could cuss at my webcam to make myself feel a little better. Because sometimes it does make a difference when, I mean, not always, but I had to prevent myself from being like, okay, I'm going to break this thing or I'm going to quit the stream or anything like that. It's just, thankfully, it's already stopped. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Alright, so once again, getting through these third-party packs. Not really going to spend too much time. But, oh, that's a nice Glaceon card. It's a reverse holo. It's another card that looks like it's in Chinese again, not Japanese, because there is a difference. But pretty cool looking. Because obviously, here's the back of it. The Japanese cards have a different bag than the Chinese ones. But pretty cool to start pulling some more Chinese cards. I haven't seen any Korean cards in a while, though. And you have to pull a Japanese card to any of these. And here's the rest of the cards. Not the best cards here, but oh well, that's what you get from a third party pack. So far, nothing that's really standing out that I need. Alright, so nothing really too exciting in that pack. Other than the Chinese Glaceon, so I'll take that. Glaceon, one of your favorites? Yeah, Glaceon's a pretty cool. I mean, all the evolutions are cool. Even Umbreon, despite the fact Umbreon, like everybody likes, hyping that card to the moon. Yeah, the Moonbreon from Evolving Skies, which, hey, nice card and all. I just don't think it should be worth what it's worth. Personally, my favorite's always going to be Jolteon, and then Sylveon's a close second. And after that, I would say I like Espeon a lot. I still love that Espeon from Fusion Strike if it's sleeping on a building. Alright, one more of these to go. And as usual, because nothing really is considered a hit in these mystery packs, I just say screw it. I just show off the reverse haul, and sometimes you might get 2 reverse hauls in these from my previous experiences. Alright, we'll get into the good stuff here in a moment, and yeah, that includes Perfect Order, which I still think Perfect Order is a decent set, because, you know what, I'll take it for what a possum set. There's no such thing as a bad set. Even the sets people say that are bad could be good for somebody else. Steam Siege, sure, it's not the greatest set, but well, Steam Siege could still be good for somebody else. Alright, we got a Reverse Hall Star, so there we go. That's it for the Reverse Halls, at least unless there's another one here. But it looks like so far I may not pull anything else. More Crown Zenith bulk. Oh, I'd love to open Crown Zenith again. Okay, a Clefable from 151. A Rhydon from 151, which I may already have, but cool. Oh, cool looking Gloom there. An Hourglass, that's from Shroud Fable. A Power Pro from Mega Evolution, and that's it for the third party packs. Not bad. Didn't play Japanese cards this time. No vintage cards, but hey, it's 2 Chinese cards right here, both reverse halls. Both very nice looking. Especially the Eevee. I love that. Love that the glitter on it. Look at that. That is nice. It definitely reminds me of the old holographics from back in the day, from the base set Jungle and Fossil, and even from Evolutions, which was a throwback to the original base set. So okay, that's the I guess the best cards from those. So I'm gonna move all this other stuff off to the side. Get into some more packs here in a sec. Might get into the knockout collections before I get to Perfect Order. Might say Perfect Order towards the end. Let's see if Perfect Order will actually be really good again, or if I'll actually strike out Perfect Order. I think I said one time in Joshua's stream, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely. If it works for you, then hey, make the most of it, I say. Okay. Alright. Joshua says, okay, finished VC of Hurricane. He was showing me something. Okay, cool. Hey, nothing wrong with that, Hurricane, man. Hey, you have to see if Hurricane should come by one of these days. Comes like watching it with the Pokemon cards. Like, hey, Cowboy. Hey, what's going on there, Cowboy? Oh, wait, he doesn't want to watch my streams. No, that's alright. I don't expect everybody to watch everything, but hopefully Hurricane's doing alright. And yeah, hey, Joshua, good to see you're here. So, alright, I'm going to get back into some cards here. So there we go. We're going to get a knockout collection here with Suicune. And unless they change the packs, it should still be Twilight Masquerade and Surge and Sparks. I would love if they would start throwing more Destined Rivals in these boxes. Because, man, now it's getting harder and harder to find Destined Rivals. I'm sure they're still printing stuff. Or accidentally call you Revolutionary Cowboy. Okay, I'll shut up now. Hey, he calls me Revolutionary Cowboy. I'll call him Tropical Storm. I'm like, hey, Tropical Storm, how's it going? You're not a hurricane yet, are you? And what category are you? No, okay, I'm kidding. Nothing but love for the guy. Alright, look at that cool Suicune holographic. I call him Cyclone. 500,000. Oh yeah, because where you live in Australia, you guys get cyclones, not hurricanes, which is basically same but different. But they're both tropical depressions that turn tropical storms and then cyclones, hurricanes. You know, so I But anyways, now that I got that, let's get the packs here. And yep, same packs as I expected. Twilight Masquerade and Surge Sparks. Of course, Surge Sparks, love to pull and the Pikachus. I've yet to pull a single one, including that special illustration rare. And then there's also the gold one as well. Twilight Masquerade. Everybody talks about the Greninjas in that set. So that'd be a nice card to pull as well. But, you know what? If I can pull anything I haven't pulled yet, I'll be happy. Joshua, if I had you here, you'd get your gavel, like, there's your code card right here. Going once, going twice, one more time, and sold. And you would say who it's sold to. We'll sell it to Hurricane whether he wants it or not. No, either. Anyways. Alright, 5-type energy for the energy. So let's see what we got here. I'm not going to read every card because most of the try to look for the hits as always. And I forgot to put my sound effects on. Just in case, you know, I have anything that's worth cheering or booing. Alright, Bravery Reverse. Groudon Reverse. First pack, Tapu Koko. Okay. Nothing exciting in that pack, unfortunately. That happens. LOL, true. Yep. But yeah, just good to actually come on here and stream on both platforms. So we'll see if anybody jumps in over on YouTube. But hey, if you are watching YouTube, come watch me on Twitch. You'll get better interactions. If you haven't made an account on Twitch yet, I don't know what's stopping you. But understandable. Some people might be working right now. I know TM Couponer is one that's probably at work right now. Positive Opponent Players might be also working right now. So, you know, either way, hey, if you're watching, David Whitted, you know, if you're watching, and any of the other OGs from YouTube. Alright, here we go. The energy is a light type energy as I open up Twilight Masquerade. Let's see if Twilight Masquerade has anything good for me. Alright. We got Skarmory. There's an Applin. A Snorunt. A Lairon. Alright. Ruraf. Rubonnet. Hans Hammer. Versatile Sunflora. Versatile Jinx. Iron Leaves. So that box was a dud. Go figure. Oh, I remember. I think it was last week during the GTA gameplay. I could be wrong. Oh, yeah, replying to Ilya's comment about the one man's trash is another man's treasure comment. Yep. Alright, let me find the other box here with Kyogre on it. Maybe the Kyogre box will have the hits. Hopefully. If not, I've still got plenty more to go, including both the Check Lane and the Sleeve Booster Packs. Alongside those 3 packs, which hopefully those 3 packs will redeem themselves after last time. So, yeah. I almost forgot I had a bag of candy in here. This is interesting. Some strawberry diamond. I want to make sure. I want to show that segment because I'll show my candy. Alrighty. Look at that cool Kyogre holographic. Not a promo. Same thing with the Suicune, but oh well. I think this time I'll do Twilight Masquerade. Yep, I believe that's the one I recall correctly. Then again, I stopped caring about the small minor details. Yeah, because who cares? Not everything's going to be perfect. I mean, hell, WF No Mercy is a good example. A game of that we all love, but even WF No Mercy may not be everybody's cup of tea. And even as much as I love the game, it does suck there are certain things that was left out of it, like full entrances. Of course, the championship mode is hard as balls. The fact they left the Big Show out, even though you could still make the Big Show. Sure, all that's been basically fixed for the most part in No Mercy Plus, the ROM hack. But other than that, I mean, it's whatever. It's still a great game. I mean, hell, there's other games that some people may prefer over it. But oh well, to each their own. Alright, next code card for you guys. Maybe down the line I'll have to get things figured out once, I know, Josh, you're basically, are mostly back. Slight Type Energy. So down the line we'll have to get things figured out so I can have you on video. Because I know there is a way that you can put Discord on here, and you would just have to shrink down the windows just so it don't show everything on the voice chat. But maybe in the future we'll definitely have to have you back on here when you're good and ready to do it. But alright. So far, let's see what I'm going to pull here if I'm getting any hits. Reverse Hall Spinnerack, Reverse Hall Fione, Monkey Dory, Mojo Jojo right there. Mojo Jojo. Well, Mojo Jojo, sorry. You're not the Pokemon I'm looking for. Alright, Surge Sparks. Have yet to get a hit yet. Let's see if this is the one that finally gets me a hit. Yep, as I said, I tried W2K Series twice. Ain't for me. Stick of Aki games, some of you other offerings, others I'm playing. Yep, Mojo Jojo. Hey, never wrong with that. The 2K games might not be for everybody. Alright, so Grass Type Energy. And now, what's in this pack? Will I finally get something in the way of Illustration Rare or regular EX? I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, Reverse Hall Shellos. Reverse Hall Klefki. Okay, we'll take it. Black Kirby X, and that is a card I've yet to pull. Alright, finally, first hit of the stream. Nice, I will take it. Anytime you can pull a regular full art. And, regular full arts don't get the love they used to get. And ever since now, we have illustration and special illustration rares. But full arts are still nice. So, you can't ever go wrong with full art. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a nice one. Oh, definitely. Yep, definitely. Dang, I'm about to be out my Ultra Pulse sleeves. Dang it. I'm going to have to look for my Earth sleeves here in a moment. Because I have to go back to my other sleeves. These ones, I still have all these. These sleeves are the ones you get from, like, ETBs. They're not as good as the Ultra Pro ones, but there's some that are Ultra Pro branded that are decent, so I'll have to look for those. Because, like I said, I haven't bought any more sleeves in a while. Good pull there, John. Thank you, Josho. Actually, there's some cards I'm hoping you might pull. Hey, I'm hoping I pull them too. Especially out of these packs here. Out of the ones with Phantasmal Flames and Mega Evolutions. Well, I'll get to those shortly. I'll get some Dragon Ball Z blind bags, but let's get to some football cards. Back to some Panini Mosaic football. So there we go. Let me just get the plastic off. And hopefully I get something good. I mean, basic players, my Ravens. I've yet to pull any autos in this set. And I don't know the odds are with these blaster boxes versus, like, say, the scored football boxes I was opening in my previous streams. I can find my drink. I need to get a drink real quick. That's why I'm trying not to speak as much. BRB, John. Gotta help my mom with something. Alright, Josh, so take your time, dude. I know you still gotta help your mom out. I mean, it's good that she's actually able to do more stuff now. And she's recovering with her shoulder surgery, and that's getting to that point where now she can still do some things that you don't have to help her with everything. But hey, it's always good to help her when she needs it. Alright, here we go. Let's see what I get in these packs. I'm going to try to make sure I don't lose track of, because sometimes I'll forget that I have one pack left, and then I have to remind myself, oh, I do have another one. Like, alright, so here we go. Open up the first pack here. See if you get any nice parallels of any kind, which usually I do. I know the green ones are always guaranteed. Alright, we got Montez Sweat. Not to be confused with Montez Ford, the Street Profits, for any wrestling fans out there. Alright, so first parallel, nice. We got Andre Gadsden II, so cool. Sad with no sleeves. I don't feel. I don't. Oh, a pink pair. Oh, double parallels. Okay, not bad. We got from the Lions, Brian Branch, bang card, cool. So we got a what would we call a double hitter in Pokemon. All right, got a Javian Sherwood, Audric Estamine, and Mike Evans. All right. So there we go. Not bad. But there with the what the Black Kirimas are pulls. So hopefully yep, that'll show very well. All right, move these off to the side. We'll get to the second pack. And man, I think now it's getting to that point. It's starting to get hard to find sports cards again. I was lucky to find football, but I was surprised my Crackbro had no baseball cards. And usually they want me, other than the third-party ones, the ones where you get like all the different like new and old cards. The same company that, well, I don't know if I call them a company, the card shop, Three Birds and Card Shop that does the Pokemon cards I opened earlier. So yeah, all right, we got a Warren Moon card. We have Torrey Holton. Okay, green parallel of Lewis McGahee. Cool. McGahee, whatever his name is. From the Bills. I remember him. Oh, we got epic performers of Jamar Chase. We have R.J. Harvey. And Josh Allen. Well, hey, there's a top quarterback right there. And if we'd had Lamar Jackson, I would be definitely asking for somebody like Josh Allen on our team. And too bad for the Bills, man. I was rooting for them to actually do well. My Ravens couldn't make it all the way. I mean, if there's ever a team I think deserves Super Bowl, especially after those four they had back in the 90s, when the Bills won the Super Bowl every year from like, oh, was it 1990 to 1993, and they lost every year, including two back-to-back Super Bowls against the Cowboys. Ugh, man. So maybe one day the Bills will have their time in the sun and they'll finally get to win the Super Bowl. I mean, I hope for their sake, you know. But all right, anyways, we got a Trey Benson. All right, there is Tyler Warren. All right, cool. Shedeur Sanders, green parallel, not bad. I'll take that. All right, no variety card of Ashton Genetti. And then we got Demario Davis. And the last card is Brian Thomas Jr. All right. Not bad. Halfway through, let's see what's next here. So I'll probably just go through all these. Oh, Larry Fitzgerald, remember him? Our classic player there. All right, not bad, not bad. All right, there's our green parallel for this pack. Tank Bigsby, not bad. Oh, cool. That's a cool parallel right there. Touchdown Masters. I don't even know. Oh, that's nice. All right, so another double hitter pack. Because of course, should be a prism as always. Of course, they don't do the special gold numbers with these ones. At least not these ones, as far as I know. Oh look, who was going to Super Bowl from earlier this year? Yeah, too late. If I would have opened this maybe back probably in January, it probably would have been probably still usable. All right, got two packs to go. Let's see who's next. And hey, just more cards I know I need to be set. Because I'm still collecting as much of the Mosaic set as I can, whenever I can find it. Alright, so here we go. So I'm going to try to get the names of the players as close to the screen as possible. I apologize if they get covered up. Might have to fix my banner in the future. Alrighty. Oh, this should be a Rainbow Refractor. Okay, cool. Of Quinton Mitchell. Or Quinyon Mitchell. Okay, not bad. Because, of course, it will say Prism on there. So, alright, cool. So that's nice. We'll put that in the hits. Alright, I'll take that. Alright. Alright, so pretty cool. Eric Dickinson is the last card for that pack. Alright, one more pack to go. And that'll be it for the NFL portion of this stream. It's just getting harder and harder to find stuff. Maybe when I have a chance to go to Walmart again, I'll see what I I can find. Oh, Joshua's back. Welcome back, Joshua. Alright, so what we got here? Alright, the last pack here of Cheers. Did I miss much? Well, I not really too much. I mean, I've pulled some decent cards here. Some green parallels, some pink, some regular refractors, so decent hits. Nothing too special, but pretty cool for what they are. Alright, see, well, we got touchdown matchers of CJ Stroud. And so far, I'm not seeing anything in the way of parallels. Nothing's really stands out on this pack. This might be the first dud pack in a while, but oh well. It's more cards for the collection, because none of these had a shine of any kind. So unless I overlooked it, none of these were prisms. Yep, so that was my first pack that didn't have a parallel, but oh well. Hey, some of them were double hitters, so there we go. Not too bad here. Just a small recap here of all the parallel cards. Now, it would have been cooler if I would pull something from my Ravens, but oh well. These have been some pretty cool cards. So I'll take them. We got Justin Jefferson there for the Vikings. Tank Bigsby there for the Jaguars. Shadir Sanders for the Browns. Will McGahee there from the Bills. Bankar with Brian Branch. And the Andre Gas in the second. So, not bad. Alrighty. Let me just get in our drink real quick of my dirty Mountain Dew. I still find it weird they call it that because of the creamer, but whatever. Hurricane. Brought to you by my hand and my Misty. Oh, Hurricane. Yep. Good to see you, Hurricane. Good to see you. I guess I should have been checking the weather forecast. I didn't think we got hurricanes where I live, but no, but seriously, good to see you. We do get tornadoes, though. I think one of these days you'll have to call yourself Tornado just to mess with me. Because we get tornadoes in Kansas, not hurricanes. But anyways, now we're going to get into some more Pokemon, some Dragon Ball Z, I think. Yeah, let's get to these. Maybe I'll have better luck with these. Maybe with Phantasmal Flames and Mega Evolutions, at least I hope. We'll see. The funny Wind Boys here, as Jay Russell calls him. Alright, let's see what's in these packs. I'm just going to move off the holographics to the side. Very cool holographics here of Osh Glue and Vileplume. So there we go. Yep, Hurricane goes LOL. And of course Joshua asks, yo, how we going, Wind Boy? Oh man, gotta love it. And of course that nice Mega Diancie coin that comes up with the 2 packs, so not bad for anybody who hasn't seen it before. Alright, let's open the set that may or may not have a Charizard in it, with the Mega Little Pony pack of Phantasmal Flames. At this point, I'll just be happy to get any pull, because I've already opened a decent amount of this set and have yet to really pull anything. Doing okay, this chat's gonna be 30 seconds before I can message again. That's alright, because you're still new, so it's just, you know, as a safe precaution for some of the other people out there. Like, Nugget, you're a cool Hurricane, I trust you, you're a good man. But, you know, there's always some random people that come on, they'll just say one word comments, so they'll say, Pokemon cards, please. I was like, oh my god, like, when people do that, or the person we had in my stream last week when we were doing GTA and kept bugging us, trying to get us to let him join the gameplay, despite the fact we didn't know him, to the point the guy even messaged me on Xbox. I had to change my Xbox settings after that to make sure I'm not getting random people I don't know messaging me. But alright, there's a code card for the coders out there. Let's see what the energy is for this one. Alright, grass up energy. And let's see what I get in this pack. Alright, cool Sableye there. Oh, that Duraludon looked pretty cool. Piloswine, alright. Oh, Charmeleon. Could that be a sign? Almost doubt it. A Punk Helmet, alrighty. Oh, we got some cream there. We know somebody likes cream. Alright, Reverse Hall Reshiram, Reverse Hall Bronzong. Alright, Miss Maggie EX, not bad, not bad. Alright, gotta look at my sleeves. I wish I had some more of my clear penny sleeves, but that's alright. I'll just have to use more of my other sleeves here in the bag. Try to find a good one. Well, you know, I'm not expecting it. I'm going to use one of my Charizard sleeves. Why not? Did someone say cream? Yep, as Yumiko. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's annoying. I was telling Josh, if you guys do heist, even with randoms, which is bad, but if you want money, kind of curious to hear what your reactions would be. Yeah, definitely. Hey, next time me and Joshua decide to do our stream, could be, I don't know, could be this week, could be next week. You'll have to stay tuned. It just depends on, you know, what Joshua's doing, what I'm doing. Alright, so, got Mr. Hagius there sleeved up. Let's see what's going to be in the pack of Mega Evolution. So far, I've already pulled the Venusaur in the set. Now I just need to pull the Lucario or the Gardevoir. And of course, there's a gold Lucario and a gold Gardevoir. So, yeah, hopefully down the line I'll get those cards. But alright. Of course, if Joshua were here, he'd bang that gavel. But alright, there we go. Well, the chat got live with the rest of the boys here. Oh, yeah, yep, you got that right, Ilias. Joshua says, I got nothing going on today. I won't stream today, but I can do it privately on Discord. Okay. Bangs Ilias's head hard. Damn. Oh, yeah, with the gavel. Yep. I'll have to definitely get something figured out in the future where we get you guys all together. But alright. Fight Type Energy. There's a fist bump for you guys. Alright, let's see what's in this pack. That'll be good. Come on, give me something good. Alright. Kadabra, we'll have that card in a desk. Well, hey, there's a gavel. Well, it's a hammer for a bell. Yveltal. Oh, nice. I'll take it. A Lit Leo. Illustration rare. Alright. That's a hit right there. We'll take that. And then Diagonal Holographic. Alright. I'm going to save my last remaining penny sleeve for a big hitter, but hey, there we go. I'll take that. Nice. I think I might have this card, but if I don't, cool. But it's still a nice card nonetheless. He got in the bloody way. Talking about Ilias. And Ilias says, and I thought I was the buzzkill here. You know, buzzkill like buzzards. Joshua says, yeah, Ilias, you sure live up to it. And then Ilias, of course, says, nice card, ignoring what Joshua just said. But I'm sure you'll have a witty comeback for what he said. Alright. We'll get into my next 2-pack here and see if maybe the next pack will be good. But so far, 2 hits out of that. So at least these have redeemed themselves up to the last stream I did, where I got nothing. Alright. Trying to be careful with this. The other pack here. You know, RC, I just gotta look at you. You sort of look like Josh. Hey! I get a good look at you, and you sort of look like Josh. It's like you two are meant to be brothers. You know what? I'm cool with that. I've always kind of thought that Joshua was the Australian version of me, and I'm the American version of Joshua. Because he and I are very similar in many ways. You know, I feel like we all have like a brother out there in our country. I mean, not biologically, but just somebody that, you know, has like a lot of the same interests. I mean, sure, there's some things he likes that I'm not into, and vice versa. But still, I mean, we do get pretty well together. I always think of us being like Triple H to Shawn Michaels. I'm kind of the serious, but also somewhat funny guy, and he's Shawn Michaels, the very funny guy. He can be a little bit serious. In spirit and values. That's cool, man. Yep, definitely. Alright, I think we get into Mega Evolution next. With Venusaur here on the pack for any Venusaur fans. Of course, I have already pulled the Venusaurs in this set, so I don't really need any of them. But hey, if I pull another one, cool. Alright. That code card once again. I prefer to be John A. Day. That must be the wisest thing you said all day. Talking to Elliot. Yeah, talking to a hurricane. Yep. Or maybe talking to Elliot. I mean, whoever you said. Yep. Alright. Light type energy for you guys. Well, that's a Bulbasaur. Pokemon number 1 right there. Strudel. Alright, cool. Maybe switch. Alright, come on. Give me a big hit. We need a big hitter. Come on. Big hitter. Lily's Termination Reverse Hollow. Beware of a bad pull. Alakazam. Sorry, Alakazam. You're cool and all, but not a pull. Well, another little punny pack of Phantasmal Flames, so yeah. Oh, he takes his gameplay serious. LOL, JK, thanks, Joshua, he says. And then Joshua says, "Aw, Lily, yep, Lily's a cutie." Alright, let's see what we get in this pack. As always, that code card, going once, going twice, one more time, sold. And the energy, ooh, metal. I love my metal. Oh yeah. Misty, cutie, not me. LOL, damn, dude. She's like, come on. Like, come on, Hurricane. Alright. So, Melt Up Energy there. Togedemaru. Alright. Piplup. Alright. I'm just going to go through this fairly quick. See what... Oh, ice cream. Let's go with the cream. The cream of the crop, yeah. A Carvana. There is an Apom. And a Toxtricity. Alright. That pack was a dud. Damn. Remember what time holographics used to mean something? I do. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Alright. One last 3-pack before I get into the Dragon Ball Z blind bags. Or mystery bags. And then Perfect Order will be the main event. Yeah, Ellis goes, geez. Now, hold on, let me see what your comment was. I might have missed it. Trying to keep up. Lily would definitely get along well with Kathy and Chloe being the blonde cute she is. Yep, definitely. Let's see. So diabolical, isn't he? That's a lot of cards. Oh, dude. You want to know, if this were like DuckTales, you know how Scrooge McDuck has a vault full of coins he swims in? Well, I actually have a vault full of Pokemon cards I swim in. Yeah, no lie. That's what I do with these Pokemon cards. Like, yes, I'm swimming in the cards. It's fun in here. And then all of a sudden, one of my friends was like, John, what are you doing? I'm swimming in my vault of cards. Okay, and then they just walk away. Like, it's like, nope. That's nothing compared to what he has in his stash. Yep. Hunting some civic ones. Hope he pulls someday. Yep, definitely. Yep, you have to swim without putting sunblock in his vault. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, but I have a lot of bulk. But, you know, it's all in the hobby of collecting. Sometimes you gotta pull a lot of duplicates, unfortunately, to, well, pull the cards you need. Yeah, you can always buy singles, and I do sometimes. Like, I might have to get that Misty's Psyduck card, because I can't even find more Destined Rivals in retail. At least not right now, unless I get lucky. But, oh well. Oh, God. How is this guy the Game Freak in a Pokemon card collector sort of way? Did you get these cards today? Yeah, I got them today. Yep. I just bought these. Like, I bought some at Family Dollar and some at Cracker Barrel. Yes, Cracker Barrel does sell Pokemon cards if you've ever been there. Because, you know, they have their gift shop. And they do sell Pokemon cards alongside football and baseball. And then, of course, you know, Family Dollar being a dollar store, they'll buy, you know, I'll buy stuff there as well. But alright, let me get back to this. Let me get back to Phantasmal Flames. Ooh, with that cool Mega Gengar. Let's see what I pull in this pack. Once again, I don't expect a Charizard. But, hey, if I pull one, that'd be cool. If not, well, at least something decent. Alright, so it's the last Phantasmal Flames code card. And for the energy, like type energy. Alright, not bad. Alright, hey, there's Bolt from Disney's Bolt. Banana looking cute. More ice cream, yummy. Oh, Seviper. A Blowtorch, and the last card. Ah, Suicune. Damn. Well, Charizard decided not to show up today. Well, at least it's not the one Ash had that used to burn him. Back when Charizard used to disobey him. But, you know, eventually, you know, he would earn Ash's trust. But he'd still burn him sometimes just for fun. That Gengar looks like Ilios and scary. Hashtag sorry not sorry. Ilios says, fine with me, Gengar is cool. Oh yeah, definitely gotta like Gengar, man. Alright, final code card for this 2-pack. Of course, when people come for the code cards, they never tell me what they get, so it's like, whatever. I just put on the screen for the code hunters that just want to say, oh, I'm going to take that code, but I'm not going to tell you. Gotta love the internet. But oh well. Fight type energy there. Alright, cool Tangela card. Let's see. Oh, hey Joshua Patsurisu. I know that's a favorite Pokemon. Especially for Yumiko. I wish I had ice cream. I could go for a sandwich, actually. Charizard! Ding ding. That Charizard is the best Charizard of them all. Oh, yes. Wi-Fi. Oh, look! I'm sorry. We're gonna cancel this. You're not allowed to open these cards. You're not gonna get out of here. I'm sorry. I had to do it. Surfing Beach. Alright, Senate Scorch. I'm sorry. Alright. And the last card. Ah, oh, dang it. Nothing. You ruined it, Trump. I had to. You don't deserve the pools. Just like you don't deserve Misty. She needs to go. She's banned. Okay. I'm gonna stop now before I get myself into trouble. I don't care. It's all for fun. Alright, so out of those 2 packs, only one of them had hits, but not bad. I'll take them. I remember having a Charizard card, not knowing what it was actually an E-Reader. Oh yeah, the E-Reader cards. I remember those. Back when they had those for when the E-Reader came out for the Game Boy Advance, and for a while they had them in the trading card game for a while. And they did it for a little bit from the transition from Wizard of the Coast to the Pulling Company doing the pulling cards. So yeah, I remember those. Especially with the old E-Readers where they had the E-Reader both like on the side, you would have at the bottom with the e-reader like on there, and you'd have the side one. And then eventually they got rid of the side one, but yeah, man, memory lane. That's just. Oh, I gotta get a drink because I'm kind of starting to lose my words again. Hold on just a moment. You got a legend. That's great. I'm not a card collector guy, but that sounds like a good deal. Sigh. I miss my GBA so much and play constant hours on Pokemon Ruby. Cool. Actually, I wished E-Rare cards were successful. I thought the concept was cool. Oh yeah, because it wasn't just Pokemon. They did ones for Mario. They did ones for Animal Crossing. Yeah, it's a real shame it didn't do so well. And it was a cool concept for what it was. But I get it with the Pokemon cards because people do collect their value. Some people are afraid, oh, because we're going to ruin the Pokemon cards doing that. Well, that's why you get doubles. You get ones you keep for your collection that you're not going to play with, and then you get ones you do play with. Yeah, you're going to wear them out over time, and that's what's going to happen. But I don't know. It is kind of a shame that the e-readers didn't last very long. And the last set I remember that did the e-reader concept was the Team Aqua, Team Magma set, which there was only a few cards in that set that had the e-reader code, that little, bar code you want to call them on there. But the last full set was like EX Dragon, and that was, God, that's 2003, which at this point was 23 years ago. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that, how long ago that was. Man, it's crazy. Like I said, time is a weird construct. But oh well, time moves on. I love the GPA. Lots of good games on handheld. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I miss the handheld concept, to be honest. I mean, I know the Switch is basically the successor to having both a regular console and a handheld. That's why they stopped making the DS. But man, I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same in my opinion. But oh well. Let's move on from Pokemon to Rock the Dragon Ball Z. Let's open this up right here. And hoping for Bulma up here. One of my favorites from the series when it comes to the females. But hey, wouldn't mind getting Goku or Vegeta. And, either one of the Boos, where it be, Kid Boo or Evil Boo. Of course, once again, show the back of all the ones I can pull here. Including that silhouette that probably isn't Shenron, wink wink. Yeah, but these are pretty cool. I've opened these before. I was lucky to open the ones that had Videl, Hercule, and had some of the other characters. But alright, let's see what I pull in this one. Let's get my scissors so I don't struggle on camera to open it for too long. Oh, if I pull Videl as my first one, I'll be happy. And of course, downside, like with trading cards, you're going to pull duplicates, so there's a chance I might pull more than one of these figures. So guys, do you have a guess? Do you think it's Goku? Do you think it's Vegeta? Do you think maybe it could be Gogeta? Because I saw Gogeta's on there. Could it be either one of the Boos, or could it be Bulma? DS is fine, I like it. But I think the Game Boys had more charm. Oh yeah, Game Boy especially, definitely. Especially Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance, definitely, definitely. Alright, and the first one is, well, it's a Saiyan. I'll give you guys a little hint. Who do you guys think? Do you think it's Vegeta? You think it's Goku? You guys want to guess? And I'm going to pull it here in a moment. Just want to get you guys guess in the chat. I like Bulma, especially the early Dragon Ball episodes when Kid Goku was diabolical and Savage just going, oh yeah. He loved pushing her buttons. Could you imagine an alternate universe he might have ended up with Bulma instead of Chi-Chi? It better be the prince of the motherfucking Saiyans. Well, it could be. It definitely has the hair shape. It better be the prince of the motherfucking Saiyans. Kakarot, if I see you pull out there, if it's not me, then better be my wife, Bulma. Alright, guys. 3, 2, 1. It is. Oh, it's Goku. Damn it, Kakarot. Sorry, Vegeta. I have you first. It is my show, after all. Well, that would have been weird. Yeah, but, you never know. Hell, whoever thought that Bulma and Vegeta would have ended up together when she was with Yamcha originally, but, Yamcha was so much of a slacker. So who knows how that would have went. But alright, so that's the first blind bag. Hopefully I don't pull any doubles, knock on wood. And I pull at least one of the other figures I need in here. Because this is my first time opening this series, so now open the next one. SF3J Goku, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Damn it, Kakarot, yep. Hey, I always like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And Super Saiyan 4 Goku's cool as well. Alright, next one. Alright, it's gonna be another Saiyan, I can tell you that for now. Well, could it be Vegeta? It might be. It has the hair shape. But it also comes like Goku's hair, so hopefully it's not a double. Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, not bad. We got a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So, okay, alright, we'll take it. So, both Super Saiyan 3s here of Goku and Gotenks. Of course, Gotenks, for those who don't know, the fusion of Trunks and Goten. So, alright, not bad, not bad. So, nice one. Don't pull a double. But, like I said, that could always happen. Alright. So we know that if the hair is not blonde, it's any one of these characters. But, of course, that'd be a dead ringer for who I'm pulling. So, we'll see. Anybody think it might be somebody different or be another Saiyan? And not just like Gohan, because Gohan's the only one on here who's not a Super Saiyan. So, we're about to find out. In 3, 2, 1. It's another Saiyan. Oh! Well, I'm here. I told you I'd come. That sounded wrong. Yeah, that sounded wrong. I can't do a double voice of Gotenks. Shut up, you little brats. I can't believe one of you is my son. That is so weird. So Goku, can we ground, since that's our son there, can we ground him? I don't think there's anything wrong. Okay, sure. How would that work? Like, yes, yep, the prince is here. Yes, the prince is here. But every prince or king has to have a queen. And since Chi-Chi's not on this one, yeah, that's right, your wife's not here. Yeah, you know how Chi-Chi is. But alright, what's the last one? Could it be Gohan? Could it be regular Goten or Trunks? Could it be one of the Boos? Or could it be Vegeta's Boo? Well, we're about to find out. Last one. Bulma's too busy sucking the vitamin D. Goddamn, dude. I should have made it to where this stream wasn't for kids. Well, actually, it is not for kids, but I should have age restricted. No, just seriously. Well, Chi-Chi may be human, but she's technically royalty herself. Yeah, well, yeah, her dad being the Ox King and all, so that is true. But alright, yep, here we go. Well, it's not Bulma, unfortunately. It's Evil Boo. Alright, well, sorry, Vegeta. You guys know what you have to do now. Damn it! Where's my Bulma at? Ugh. Don't give me that look, you punk. Alright, well, so that's not bad. Hey, at least, bright side, no duplicates. Downside is, well, no Bulma, so I guess next time I go Cracker Barrel, I'll have to definitely find more of these. And maybe, fingers crossed, I'll get Bulma next time. And hey, maybe the other ones I didn't pull. But not bad, I'll still take it. So we'll move these off to the side. Because now the only thing left is to open up the last packs of the stream. It's in perfect order. Boo! Well, who doesn't like Boo? But yeah, but it's not the good Boo. It's not Majin Boo. Boo turn you to candy! Oh, candy, you say? Like this? Yeah, but that guy goes through. And then, of course, because it's still Boo. Oh, takes my candy. Dang it. I guess that I don't have more candy. Or do I? Oh, yeah. At least it's not Noelle taking it. Hey, that's a battle right there. Noelle versus Boo. It's like, you're not having Noelle's candy. She'll go Super Saiyan. She'll go Super Saiyan that even Goku Vegeta won't even know what Saiyan level she is. Oh boy. The first Super Boo, especially the crash out he gave when he was locked in the hyperbolic time chamber and find out there's no candy in there. Oh boy. Majin Buu, the big one is the best Buu, definitely. Can we book that, please? Noel versus Margin Buu? Yeah, Majin Buu, but yeah, Margin Buu. I got what you're saying. Alright. Okay, with that being said, we're about to the end of the stream. I'm going to get another swig of the soda, and then I'll open these last packs. Alright. But we're almost there. Let's hopefully Perfect Order will still be good to me. We'll find out. So you know what? I think we'll get into these ones first, because I've already mentioned before. Isn't Makuhita basically a Majin Buu ripoff in a way, if you think about it? Look at him. He almost looks like Buu in some ways. This could be Boo's long lost cousin. Just saying. Alright. So I'll get to these 3 packs first. And let's see if these will have the hits that I've yet to get. Besides the hits I got earlier, you know, already the Black Kirimi X, Miss Magus, and the Litleo are all good hits. But let's see if Perfect Order can give me the hits. The big hits. Can't answer that because I don't watch Dragon Ball Z. Oh, okay. Well, I'm mostly asking people who do watch TV. So Hurricane, understandable, dude. You don't have to answer if you don't know the answer to the question, dude. Joshua says he does. Problem is he isn't squishy and pink. Well, hey, maybe he's yellow. He's squishy and yellow. You never really know. Like I said, he'd be the long lost cousin of Boo. Maybe if Boo lived in Hawaii, because Makuhita, I think of Hawaii when I hear that name. All right. Oh, got the Meowth pack. Meowth, that's right. Better pull a good card today, so Team Rocket can steal it. Nope, not on my watch. All right, here we go. There's that code for you. Is Manny knows from Dragon Ball Z? I'll let Joshua and Ilios answer that. I'm sure you might just be saying it anyway. Alright. Water type energy. There we go. Oh, Clefairy. Alright. So I'm going to go through these pretty quick. See if I get anything good. While also, look at some of these cards. Because some of these cards are pretty new to my collection. Some of them will be duplicates, unfortunately. Alright. Reverse Hall Superior. Reverse Hall Spupa. Okay, we got a Jacinthe. If I say her name wrong, I apologize, but alright. First pack is a full art. Not bad, I'll take it. And that's something that would be in the more recent games, so I'm not familiar with her, but alright, we'll take it. So I'll sleeve up in this sleeve right here. So not bad, perfect order. Once again, give me a good, decent hit. Start things out. Why don't these all have hits? Because boy. Like, what? Stone Cold, what? Oh, man. Alright, so put another Makuhita off the side. Of course, look at that Snorlax coin. Snorlax. Everybody wanted to hear my Pokemon impressions. So I try to do them every now and then. Alrighty. Oh, another Water type energy. Alrighty. What we got in this pack? A Bunnelby. Alright. Well, we're catching up Pokemon. For sure. Alright. Come on. What do we got? Good old Raticate there. First Hall Telepathic Energy. First Hall Tyrant. And a Glow Energy Holographic, which is nice, but Okay, so the first time you pull a regular holographic in this set. That's okay. Not gonna lie, you have the fit role for diabolical villain characters. Yeah, I can do like graspy, kind of gravelly voices the best. I mean, I could do hero voices too, but I don't know. I feel like because I've done so much practicing with like singing a lot of metal, doing a lot of death metal vocals, that maybe I'm better cut out with that. But I can't do high pitched voices. That's the only thing I can say that I'm not good at. So I don't know. If I ever decide to do a web series, I'll definitely cast myself to do some villain voices, and also voices of anyone that isn't a villain, that maybe just sounds like it. Or just like deep voices in general. My voice is not deep to begin with. Agreed there. Yep. Alright, so the last pack here with the long legs Mega Starmie. Oh boy. I have yet to pull the Starmie Special Illustration Rare. course, I haven't opened much of the set to begin with, but I'm glad I can finally open this stuff. I just hope things are starting to finally slow down, at least where I live. Everybody in my town's finally starting to get tired of buying this stuff. So the people that actually are fans like me can still buy this stuff, and the kids that want to be able to buy this stuff as well, and the art collectors. I think everyone can hear and make for their own unique voices for certain characters, especially Joshua and Hurricane. Oh yeah, definitely. All right, what's in this one? Oh, there's Snorlax right there. All right, Esper and Pavilion. All right, nice. Snorlax again, and I'm gonna hurt my throat doing that. I'm gonna have to do it every time. I guess there's a Snorlax. I Tyrantrum. Oh, there we go. Meow. That's right. You pulled me. Now give me your money. I your money. I'm gonna be a $1,000 card, and there's nothing you can do about it. You take me to PSA and get me graded. Yeah, we're not doing that. I mean, I wouldn't mind sends up to PSA, but I don't know. I've heard some stories as of late for what they've been doing, and I don't know. It's just not my thing to be honest. But there you go. All right, nice. Never hit though. Hey, 2 out of 3. I'll take it. And Meowth, always a special place in my heart for Meowth because the first card I ever pulled. Well, actually, not the first card I pulled. The first card I was given, I Jungle Meowth. And that's going back to 1999. And I've always liked Meowth. He's always been one of my favorites. But alright, guys. Now let's get into the packs for Family Dollar. Let's see if these ones will have the hits. And just anything, really. Because so far, there's a lot of cards I've yet to pull. So, let's see what's in this first pack of these 5. Before I end the stream. Alright. Oh, hey, what's going on? Red Fever Plays over on YouTube. Happy birthday. Well, so Red Fever Plays, my birthday is tomorrow, but, I thought I'd come on a day early, because my birthday will be tomorrow and all, and so I won't know if I'm going to stream, but thank you. So good to see a comment over on YouTube. I appreciate that. Of course, reading the Twitch comments. As Joshua says, shut up. Elias has evil laugh. And Elias, of course, said, no problem, dude. At least someone here has class and gratitude. And then Joshua had flipped a bird, Elias. So, Red Fever Plays, if you're kind of wondering what comments to talk about, I'm also on Twitch, so that's where everybody else is commenting. So, yeah. Just a little perspective for those of you watching on YouTube that don't know about the Twitch comments. In the future, I'm definitely going to have to enable to where I can have comments on the stream, so you guys won't miss any comments on Twitch and YouTube, vice versa. Alright, so there's that code card there. And let's see if these packs from Family Dollar can have the hits. Alright, start off with Grass Type Energy. Alright, not bad. Mawile there. Tartanita. I know, that's not what it sounds like, but I don't care. That's my way of doing its voice. Alright, oh, Reverse Hollow right there. Cool. Another Reverse Hollow Trainer and a Luxury Holographic. Okay, start out a little cold. That's alright, because I know there's cards in the set I do need. Because even if it's a holographic, I still, hey, I'm going to collect it if I need it for the set. Maybe those two should play GT Online. Could you imagine? Believe me, you and RHC will not see the end of it. Yeah, but of course, the downside is, well, Ilios doesn't really have the game, or he doesn't have a Series X, and I think, for remember, it's more of a cross-platform, not, I think, when it comes to generational play. I think? Unless you can't, I mean, can you play with the PC, on the PC and the Series X together? I don't know. I wish they wouldn't make things complicated like that, where you could play with anyone from any console, but it's whatever. Maybe the next card. I know some games do. Yeah, it doesn't have cross-gen. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Which is kind of ridiculous. I think they shouldn't do that. I think Rockstar should let you play on any console, regardless of what your friends are on. If you're on a computer, you want to play with somebody with the Series X, or play with somebody on the PlayStation, whatever. I feel like that should always be a thing. I get it, because sometimes they don't want to pay up and all the other bullshit. It's good to have competition, but come on. Think about the gamers, but they can't. It's whatever. Let's move on. Alright, Fights Up Energy there to start off the second pack. Oh, there's Staryu. Well, for Misty. Alright, we got this. Alright, come on. Alright, well, hey, Gengar. Reverse Hall, not bad. Alright, Rocky Energy. Wow, our first double. Meowth. It's double Meowth. And the real Meowth. No, I'm the real Meowth. It's like, hey, it's alright. You know, no wrong with having 2 Meowths. Also, sleeve up anyway. So, first duplicate of the stream when it comes to cards. When it comes to at least hits, but not bad. If I had the option, would be happy to buy the game. Well, Lawrence and I can have a game that we can cross-play, but Joshua doesn't have it, so that's out too. Well, if Joshua ever decides to get Splinter Fate on the Series X, we can play it together, but that's up to Joshua when he feels like buying it. If he does, I mean, it's always Joshua's decision. But either way, we'll find our games we can do together. Hell, maybe we'll play Uno again at some point. We have Uno through Steam, so we can always do that down the line. Yep, Joshua says he will down the road. Okay. Alright, here we go. Another pack through Starmie. We're the third pack. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, okay. And Josh says he has the game on his wish list. Okay, cool. There we go. There's that code. Alright, what we got? Come on, give us something good. Come on. I mean, I pulled Meowth, but I want to pull the Meowth special illustration rare. That'd be cool. I'd be happy with that. Or even just a full art. Alright, Versal Seal. Versal Scatterbug. And okay, Auroras. Dang, nothing in that pack. Oh well. That's more cards for the collection. And I still gotta get some more pages so I can get these cards organized. I still have ones from the last stream that I've yet to organize in my binder. Neverness to Everness. Anime GTA clone is out already. Almost forgot about that. Oh, okay. Alright. So there we go. The Zygarde there on the front. Let's see. What is in this pack? Second to last pack for the stream. Alright. Psych type energy. Oh, that's Harucha. Lucha. Alright. Cool shinks there. Alright. First Hall Potion. First Hall Luxray. Alright, Gengar Holographic. So far, these packs have not been the best. Seems like the Cracker Barrel ones have been a little better, but we have one more to go. Last pack magic. Alright, come on. Big hitter. Gotta get one more hit. Come on, give me something nice. The Zygarde Gold, maybe? Maybe the Zygarde Special Illustration Rare. Meow Special Illustration Rare. The Starmie Special Illustration Rare. Just anything at this point that I've yet to pull. Final code. Here we go. And we got ourselves, metal type energy. Once again, love my metal. Could that be a good sign? We'll see. Alright. Come on, what we got? Raticate! Okay, that's my best Raticate present. I had to do it. Alright. Reverse Hollow Judge. Reverse Hollow Shinx. And the last card is a Superior. Sorry, Superior, you ruined the party. Wow, those packs were rough. But oh well. It's more cards for the collection when I get through these and get them all sorted out. But oh well. Maybe next time. Hashtag we want Misty. Well, you gotta remember, not every set's gonna have Misty carded, unfortunately. Since I didn't get any Destined Rivals, there's not gonna be anything in Misty in this set. So, maybe when I find more Destined Rivals, then I'll have another chance at Misty Psyduck. So, that's something you do have to remember. It's only in Destined Rivals for that card. So, if I do have a chance to maybe find those packs again, or if I want to spend $600 on a booster box, even if I'm paying for, then maybe I'll have a chance. Yeah, but maybe next time. But hey, not so bad. Of course, 2 Meowths here. We got this cool full art. And then these cards right here, which probably the best cards here of the stream would definitely have to be these two here. The Litleo Illustration Rare and the Black Kirami X full art. So, alright. Not bad. And then, well, the DBZs, bad clips, the Princess Saiyans right there alongside Goku, and, you know, pretty cool. And Gotenks, why not? Oh yeah, and then the candy stealing, well, if he has a turn into candy, the Evil Boo. Yep, look his cousin here. Margarita. Like, I don't know. Okay, that's just me being random. Alright. And now I'll switch back over to the main camera. And, well, that's it, guys. Been on for a good hour and a half. And, well, that's a good stopping point for the time being. I might be back later for a gaming stream. We'll see. I don't know what stream it'll be. If it'll be Nerd 2K25 play along or GTA Online. Soul Calibur 6, I don't know, because after what happened last week, I'm just kind of waiting for. I feel like I'm ready to go back to that game. And who knows? There's other games I might play. Maybe try to play some old classic N64 games at some point. I just gotta buy some at some point, whenever. But all right, I'm kind of running out of things to talk about for the time being. I want to thank everybody that came on here. Once again, shout outs to the usual Game and Heal and my pal Jay Russell. Good to have you here. Hurricane, thanks for making your first appearance on my stream. And even to Red Fever Plays, who was watching over there on YouTube. Because I do want to try to make time for people that watch on YouTube, because sometimes I do record the streams. But I thought, maybe I'll try to do dual streams again, just so people that are watching on YouTube won't really have to miss out on it. I don't know, I'm just going to keep trying to build up my reputation here on both sides, try to stream more when I can. But alright, that's about all I have to say for now, guys. As always, thanks for watching, rock on, keep collecting, stay safe, and I'll try to catch y'all next one.